Most people who enter the fuel export business leave within 6 months, not because the opportunity isn't real, because nobody told them what the business actually is all about. They came in thinking it was about finding buyers, sending offers, and collecting commissions, and they discovered the hard way that serious counterparties operate in a completely different world. Hi there, I'm Rizwan Khazi, and in this video, I'm gonna show you what that world looks like. Because before you can execute a single deal, you need to understand what you are actually stepping into. This video is for you if you are trying to understand the US fuel export business from a real starting point. If you are a new broker, a small trading firm, someone looking at EN590 10 ppm, Jet A1, CST180, or crude, and you want the real framework, not the WhatsApp version. If you are just browsing, this might not be for you. But if you are serious about this space, lean in. You have probably seen it. A broker receives an SCO, soft corporate offer, and from a seller they found online, right? The price looks incredible, the volume sounds real, the email looks professional. They get excited, they start forwarding it, they build a chain of 3, 4, sometimes 5 middlemen, all expecting a slice of a deal that doesn't exist yet. Weeks pass by, nothing moves. Then they get a new offer, same excitement, same process, same result. Here's the belief that keeps people stuck. They believe the fuel export business is about access to sellers, access to buyers, access to information. It's not. The fuel export business is all about the structure. Who has the right documents? Who has the right instruments? Who is operating inside the right procedures? And when you don't understand structure, you don't close deals, you just move paper. I built Hivent Academy because of what I kept seeing in this space. Ambitious people, intelligent people circling the fuel trade for months or years without ever understanding why real transactions operate the way they do. Not because they were incapable, because the real procedural knowledge, the documentation flow, the payment instruments, the compliance requirements never gets explained in a way they can actually use. That's what this channel exists to fix. Now, here I want to talk to you about the 3 failure points. Failure point number 1, they don't understand what the business actually sells. Most new entrants think the fuel export business sells fuels. It doesn't. It sells verified documents, compliant delivery of fuel from a certified origin under an agreed Incoterm international commercial term governing risk and cost transfer to a qualified buyer through a bankable payment structure. What the broker typically does is this: they find a seller offering product, they find a buyer who wants product, and they try to connect the two through a chain of emails. What the counterparty actually sees is someone who can't define their role in the transaction. Are they a mandate, an agent, a seller's representative, a buyer's representative? Do they hold NCNDA, non-circumvention, non-disclosure agreement, an IMFPA, International Master Fee Protection Agreement documents? Are they operating on an ICPO, irrevocable corporate purchase order, or working off a soft inquiry? Most beginners can't answer these questions, and the moment a real trading desk senses that, the conversation ends. Most free content never gets to this level. Failure point number 2, they don't understand how US fuel is priced. This is where a massive amount of money gets left on the table, or worse, where people gets defrauded. A new broker sees an offer for EN590 at a significant discount to market and immediately thinks it's an opportunity. A seasoned trader looks at the same offer and asks one question: what benchmark is that priced against? US fuel exports are priced against benchmarks: NYMEX, New York Mercantile Exchange, Platts, OPIS, Oil Price Information Service, with differentials applied based on grade, location, vessel size, and loading port. FOB, free on board, Gulf Coast pricing for EN590 is completely different number than CIF. Rotterdam pricing for the same product. Most brokers don't know the difference. They quote CIF prices on FOB product. They present FOB offers to buyers expecting CIF delivery, and the deal dies not because the product wasn't real, but because the pricing was structured by someone who didn't understand the mechanics. Most free content never gets to this level. Now, coming to the point number 3, they don't understand the role of payment instruments. Here's where deals collapse the most and where fraud enters most aggressively. In a real US fuel export transaction, payment is not handled the way most beginners expect. Real transactions use structured banking instruments like LC, MT700, a Swift documentary credit, MT760, a bank guarantee, or SBLC, standby letter of credit. These instruments exist for one reason: to protect both the seller and the buyer in a high-value cross-border commodities transaction where neither party can fully trust the other without a bank standing in the middle. What a new broker typically does is bypass this entirely. They ask for shift to proof. They accept soft product proof of product. They start deal flows without a bankable payment commitment in place. What a real refinery or trading desk actually sees is a counterparty who doesn't understand how commodity trade finance works, and they move on to the next inquiry. Most free content never ever gets to this level. Here's the part that almost nobody explains, and it's the part that determines whether you are taken seriously or ignored before you even finish your introduction. This is a sequence to how a legitimate US fuel export transaction flows. It starts with the ICPO, the Irrevocable Corporate Purchase Order. It moves through an SPA, Sales and Purchase Agreement, then document verification, then SGS Group Independent Inspection or equivalent third-party inspection, and a structured payment trigger tied to the banking instrument. Every serious counterparty, even real refinery, even legitimate trading desk, even established commodity bank knows this sequence. They know what should happen at step 2. They know what documents should be in place before step 5. They know what a real loading port LOI looks like versus a fabricated one. When you don't know the sequence, you don't just fail to close a deal. You signal to every real player in the room that you are not ready. The sequence is learnable, but it's not something you piece together from YouTube videos alone. Let me show you two futures. In the first one, you continue the way most people do. You collect offers, you build broker chains, you send emails that go nowhere, you spend 6 months in conversations that never convert. You don't understand why real counterparties won't engage, and eventually you either quit or you go looking for the real education. In the second future, you understand the structure. You know how US fuel is priced. You know what documents move in what sequence. You know how payment instruments protect both sides of a deal. You know what a real FOB Gulf Coast offer looks like versus a fabricated one. You walk into counterparty conversations speaking the language of the room. That's not theory. That's the difference between the brokers who operate in this space and the ones who just talk about it. If this video gave you a clearer picture of what the US fuel export business actually is, that's the point. YouTube is where I show you the what, the how, the full procedural framework, the document flows, the pricing mechanics, the payment instrument structures, the compliance requirements, the deal execution roadmap. That entirely lives inside the program. At Highwind Academy, we teach the fuel export business the way institutional traders think about it. Not broker chains, not soft offers, not commissions on deal that never close. The real structure, the real sequence, the real knowledge that serious counterparties expect you to have before they will engage. If you are ready to go deeper, join now to the free webinar on the fuels. The link is in the description. Visit for the full webinar details. No pressure, no hype, just the framework when you are ready for it. In the next video, I'm breaking down the export documentation stack. Every document in a real US fuel export deal, what order it moves, and where most brokers get it wrong. Watch that next one. See you there. Thank you.